the genetic specimen Onyx, along with his manager, agent attorney Jeff G. Bailey. One-on-one action against the human action figure Patrick Bentley. His partner, Seth DeLay, victorious last week in tag team action with TC Carnage. Bentley and DeLay both in the Mysterious Benefactor Tag Team Tournament next week.
Well, I want to go on record.
Okay.
For several months, I've been referring to Patrick Bentley as the human She-Ra doll.
Yes, you have.
I was totally wrong, and I want to apologize to all the people at home.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're admitting you were wrong.
I'm admitting I was wrong. He is not the human She-Ra doll.
Well, thank you. Glad you finally said something.
He is the human My Little Pony.
And Onyx with the inverted atomic drop on Precious Patrick Bentley.
My Little Pony.
These two men, not exactly strangers to one another. Collar and elbow tie-up. Side headlock takeover by Onyx. Out of Onyx's vaunted full Nelson.
It's only because he uses way too much grease in his hair. This kid right here, let me tell you something. Every 3,000 steps, he's got to stop for an oil change. His hair's so greasy.
Look, Patrick Bentley is a very, very physically strong competitor. The man is well put together. He's fast, he's agile. Those are attributes that have carried him to the Anarchy Tag Team Championship. And those are attributes that are beating the bejesus out of Onyx, who quickly heads for the hills with a look of shock on his face.
Well, some of that grease obviously got off his hair and into his fingers because he was jabbing Onyx in the eye and blinding him. That's not fair. Now, referee Wes Grissom, who we don't see a lot of, but benefiting greatly from the Americans with zero ability hacks, is the referee for this contest, and I happen to know that when he was younger, like 2 weeks ago, he played with My Little Ponies, and him and Patrick Bentley played together. So that's unfair in this match.
Patrick Bentley with a flying shoulder block. Out goes Onyx again. Patrick Bentley, much more intense than we have seen him in the past.
But he's playing right into Onyx's trap. You can't come at Onyx like that. This man is dangerous, is more dangerous than South Atlanta.
Well, so says Jeff G. Bailey.
Well, you know what? And I believe everything Bailey says.
Really?
You know what? I must say that Jeff G. Bailey's looking very dapper this week. You know, decked out in the maroon and gold there. You know, and I mean, those are colors of champions. Champions wear maroon and gold. Onyx knows that. Onyx is right there proving me right that the elite is full of champions.
Right now, just pummeling Precious Patrick Bentley. No one can compete strength for strength with Onyx. We have seen that time and time again.
I'm glad you agree with me.
However, Precious Patrick Bentley has come closer than most. Right now, one shoulder after another.
Who told you this, by the way? You weren't even here when that happened. You were at your family reunion.
Yes, and for the record, half of Anaheim, California hates your guts right now. Bulldog reversing that hip lock takeover, two. And for the record, Eddie Rich told me, seeing as how he took notes for me the whole time he was up here.
Oh, you're going to believe that idiot, Ernie.
I believe him before I believe Jeff G. Bailey.
You know, why don't you go down there, Bert, and be with your little friend Ernie, and you guys go back to Sesame Street or whatever, okay? This is where the real men play. Onyx is a real man. Precious Patrick Bentley, the human My Little Pony doll, is in here with a man. And he's in a man's world and a man's sport. And he's not going to be able to hang. It doesn't matter how many tag team titles this kid's won. It doesn't matter how intense this kid gets. He still has not broke that full Nelson. Nobody has. And nobody is going to break it. It will break next before anybody breaks that hold from the massive Onyx.
Right now.
Disagree with me, I dare you.
Right now, no one has the full Nelson, so anyone would be hard-pressed to disagree. Scooping a slam. And now, Onyx.
I love to see a man having fun when he's beating up another man.
Scoop and a a slam, working over the back. Cover, hooks the leg, only gets a 2 count. Lots of heart determination in Patrick Bentley. He has not been the same, really, since he ended up on the wrong side of a strap from Adam Roberts. The guy has been completely different mentally. He's had a different focus and intensity since that moment, and that focus and intensity showing very well in here against Onyx.
Well, you know what? First of all, I don't want to upset the AMA. That's the American Medical Association for you idiots at home when I say what I'm about to say. But you talk about the My Little Pony doll over here, Patrick Bentley, having a lot of heart. He may need to go see a doctor for that, because that could be a serious condition. Because he's in the ring with Onyx. You can't have any medical conditions going in with Onyx.
All right, now, Bentley reaching for the ropes, and he gets it despite the best efforts of what my broadcast partner calls the dapperly clad Jeff G. Bailey.
This man, he's a fashion plate.
All right, now, the fashion plate's charge nearly decapitating Patrick Bentley, and now...
Well, I just call that home improvement.
Choking Patrick Bentley out and taking time to argue with some fans at ringside.
Well, these idiots don't know how to respect Onyx. This man was a 3-time NWA Wildside champion, the only 3-time NWA Wildside champion. This man has developed a full Nelson that can't be broken. And right now, he's taken the first client of the Americans with Zero Ability Act and given him a lesson.
Meanwhile, Jeff G. Bailey is hanging from Patrick Bentley's neck across the middle rope, trying to dislocate any bones that he possibly can and crush a windpipe.
I'm sorry I missed that. I was listening in on the conversation that Onyx was having with young Wesley Grissom.
Oh, that's a lie. You can't hear anything over the crowd here in the NWA arena. Rallying behind precious Patrick Bentley, who comes off 2 boots and a big knee, wipes out the genetic specimen. Cover 2, and only a 2 count. And it looks like Jeff G. Bailey's getting a little nervous.
No. Jeff G. Bailey is not getting nervous. Jeff G. Bailey is cool, calm, and collected. He knows what's going on. He's sending you into a false sense of security is what he's doing. Because he knows idiots like you and all these morons here ringside would fall into it. And right now, look what's going on. Onyx is just dominating My Little Pony.
All right, now, abdominal stretch by Onyx to the human action figure, precious Patrick Bentley.
Well, he must be made out of rubber because he's bending all over the place.
Right now, one right hand, left hands rather, colliding with the head of Onyx.
It's okay, these idiots don't know their left and their right either.
Ducks the clothesline, big forearm, drills Onyx, getting all of his weight behind him, taking to the air, boot to the midsection though.
And here we go, this is gonna be it, Greg Hunter. Go ahead, call it.
Looking for the power bomb. Instead, Frankensteiner, Hurricanrana, only a 2 count.
Now what does Patrick Bentley think he's doing? He's taking his time.
He is measuring Onyx, and instead ends up getting knee to the midsection. Looking now, Hangman-style neck breaker.
And there isn't a lot of neck to break there on one My Little Pony, Patrick Bentley.
Going after the neck, the shoulders, and now looking for the full Nelson. He has it locked in.
Firmly locked in this time too, Greg Hunter. You see what he did was he pulled the arms down in front of him in the hair.
Well, he has the hands separated and gets to the ropes. That will force the break.
No, wait just a minute now. The referee should not break that. Onyx's momentum carried him into the ropes. It was Onyx leaning down on him that forced him over into the ropes.
Doesn't exactly matter how you end up in the ropes. He ended up in the ropes. That forces a break.
He should be given the benefit of the doubt.
You act like you got money on this match. What, are you afraid you're going to lose a bet or something? Now, right hands.
I'm not a betting man.
Into the turnbuckle. Big forearm shot. And now, right hands. Sends Bentley to the corner. Bentley moves, but Onyx puts on the brakes and rolls up precious Patrick Bentley for the win.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match, the genetic powerhouse, Onyx!
And right now, big win by Onyx. Jeff G. Bailey putting the bad mouth to precious Patrick Bentley.
Well, he deserves it. He sat here, look at that.
Forearm, or some double axe handle rather, to the back of the head.
Shut up! He should have just stayed down, is what he should have done. If he didn't stay down, none of this would have happened to him.
And now, driven straight down into the canvas. Jeff G. Bailey apparently has seen enough.
Well, that's one action figure that's going back into the toy box.
Patrick Bentley.
What is he doing?
Looks like he's trying to pull himself up on Onyx. And now both of these men put the boot to Patrick Bentley. There's no call for this.
You know, Onyx, he's a very skillful person, but he doesn't want you leaning on him. That's what Patrick Bentley's good for. Riding somebody's coattails and leaning on somebody else to get his success. Look at him, down at the feet of Onyx, begging him for mercy.
He's trying to pull himself up. Patrick Bentley still has some fight left.
That's not what I saw. He was down on his hands and knees telling Onyx how much better he is. He's like, Onyx, you're so much better than me. I'll never be the champion that you'll be. I'll never be the... Look at him, he's begging for more. He wants to worship Onyx some more. That's how these fans here should treat this man, with worship and respect.
Precious Patrick Bentley is not done with Onyx. That's certainly the way it seems. More Anarchy in moments.